open colonnade, and you could walk all the way around and go up. It was a beautiful, beautiful space, and my parents used to dump us off there every Saturday. With my two sisters and I, they would pull up to the library, push the three of us out, and go on with my brother to do their shopping. And then this is like at 8 o'clock in the morning, and at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, they'd come and get us. I mean, I think they would think that was abuse now, but for us it was like, wow, the library! So we were all really big readers, because we just went from the kids' room to the, to the grown-ups' room to the magazine rack, and finally you get to the sex cabinet, and you sit there looking at the sex cabinet trying to figure out what's in the sex cabinet and not really understanding anything at all. But I will say this, in those days, the magazines, they don't have these magazines anymore, you know them. I can see that there are a number of you who are a certain age, and it was Life, Look, Collier's, and they covered the world, and they also covered the social world in New York City and in California, which was something that was completely alien to me. And when I looked at those pictures, I was dumbfounded that there was such a life. And I really think that and I had a steady diet of it. Every Saturday I would go up and look at the same magazines, and I think it really addled my brain, because that's what I wanted to aspire to. Yeah.
You talk about an Oscar Wilde quote. Do you remember that?
Something about the decay of lying, right?
But
the mask.
Yeah, the mask.
Yes.
And it's so prescient when you think about it, that you're talking about the mask, you're reading about the mask, and yet the characters that you have developed over the years in your stage shows are really masks.
They're all masks.
Yeah.
They're all masks. And the thing that used to drive me the most nuts after I created the Divine Miss Sam, with the help of many, I didn't do that on my own. I was a little bit of a magpie in those days. I used to pick this and pick that and pick a little bit, but as everyone does. That's why when Madonna shrieks at Lady Gaga, I'm not so surprised. In fact, it's just typical. It's just the way it works. So, the thing that used to be the most not frustrating, but kind of sad-making for myself was that if I would go to a party after I had become well-known, and they would think that I was going to come in and be the Divine Miss M, and that I was going to flash my tits. I was going to, how about some of this, boys? And I would be there, and I was very well brought up. Sort of. They meant well. It didn't really take, but I tried. I knew there was certain, things you were certain elements of comportment you were supposed to have. So in real life, I would always be very, very polite. People were like so disappointed, and that kind of broke my heart, because I thought they would understand that I had made it up.